Rookie mistake. Yep.
That's okay. Let me just change my name. I'm gonna record. I honestly don't know if I'll use the recording or the transcript or excerpt it, but this way I'll have all my choices.
Okay.
Um, all right. Recording has started, I think. Yep, we're recording. So, welcome, Terry. How are you?
Doing good.
So, I want today to have a quick chat with you about your experience in your career and what you've done with Entrepreneurs Forever. How many years has it been that you've been connected to this organization?
Uh, I mean, officially, I think it's 11-ish.
11-ish years.
Yes.
And I know you have some exciting new things coming up. So, I guess I really don't have a huge agenda here other than to sort of capture some of your perspective and wisdom and what you've seen in your 11 years, and the progress of the entrepreneurs and the power of peer groups. So I'm going to shut up and let you tell us sort of what's on your mind.
Okay. No pressure. Well, the peer-to-peer part of the groups is really the engine that drives everything. Um, the the sharing, the vulnerability, the trust allows them to really experience the early original concept of everything for Mansman, E Forever, that whole aspect of you are not alone. And so many small business owners that we work with are in their own heads way too much, talk themselves out of things because of past bad experiences, thinking that they're the only one that ever happened to. But when they get into a room and they find out that someone in that room went through that 5 times, 4 times, it doesn't feel as bad to them anymore. And when you have the business owners sharing directly with each other, it has way more value than just a talking head at the front of a room. Because it's like, oh yeah, you've been there, you know what that's like. And you watch the teams that build and they start contacting each other or they go to visit each other's businesses. And that's where things really start to roll. They're out of their own head. They find out that there's other people that may have solved the problem they have a year ago, and they may feel very valuable because they may have solved a problem that someone else is having. And the cross-pollination is fantastic when you have the electrician that has a QuickBooks trick that helps the beautician. That's awesome when that happens.
What's your role been as the facilitator of these groups of diverse businesses to help that cross-pollination happen?
Sometimes it's setting the example of where the safe line is to share. Um, Bringing up something from your own past, your own experience as a business owner, uh, how you felt, what you did to solve something, uh, the relationship that you have developed with mistakes. You know, how do you solve something when it's just, really bothering you? Um, the other part is knowing when to shut up is a really critical facilitation skill. And sometimes those quiet moments will give someone enough time to process something. And if they're not used to speaking up in front of a group of 6, 8, 10 people, it might take them a moment. And a little bit of patience goes a long way, especially to let them build confidence and self-worth by participating and sharing what they've learned on their own.
Perry, one of the things that I think you uniquely with, I guess, maybe Harold, Toya, Katie, in terms of being a long-term facilitator, is you saw the pivot to going online. How did that affect in COVID when we had to say, uh-oh, we can't meet in person. We have to do this online. How was that transition and how have you seen it play out?
I had big concerns. A lot of the work that I did getting some of the groups started and also building the opportunity for them to share with each other was building trust, being present, being constant, always there, always have the door open, have the lights on, have everything ready to go. And building that consistency and that trust was a key part of the program. Now, all of a sudden, you've got the little Terry box on your computer. And who the hell is this guy? And why should I listen to what he has to say? Um, the most important parts of the meeting pre-COVID were the meeting before the meeting and the meeting after the meeting. The introverts always showed up early because they wanted to talk about something before they shared it with other people. The extroverts always stayed longer and kept networking afterwards. But now when we transitioned to the online platform, I was not sure how to make it all work. And being able to be very flexible in communication, uh, and being able to say, okay, we're going to try this. You know what? I know that was really important to you. And there's three other people that haven't said anything yet, but I know it's important to them. So I want you to say more about that. Uh, Making those opportunities for connection, I had to find ways to do it from multiple fronts and not just by being the person that got the door open and had the lights on.
Um, 11 plus years. I know you still find great meaning and joy from the work. Why are you stepping away and what's next for Terry?
So many of the business owners I've worked with have, I'm going to use the term, graduated even beyond the program. And I see them out there with a brick and mortar store. I see them adding services, investing in a website. I have groups that I've had in the past that still meet, even though I don't meet with them anymore. And it's great to see that they kept it going. They had the confidence that they were going to get enough out of it that they made the time for it. And of course, one of the old, catchphrases was making the time to work on your business, not just in it. And they have really kept it going. So I've I've helped move people through fear. I've helped move them through pain. There's a whole lot of PTSD where the S is a dollar sign with bad relationships with money, bad experiences when you come from intergenerational challenges with money. I like to think I've had a big impact there. But just like our business owners get new storefronts, get new signage, add new services, hire employees, become guest speakers at universities, start getting massive grants to propel their work forward. I have to walk the walk. I'm also a business owner. And my life has changed greatly in those 11 years. Um, and I've also brought more things into my own scope of work as well. The Care Landlord Training Program. Most community-based and community-oriented landlords don't think that they are business owners and then don't get the support they need. Okay, well, that's been a rabbit hole that I've been working on for some time. Um, Human scale facilitation, teaching other people how to be human and open. while they're doing their facilitation work, not just handing out worksheets in a room. And of course, I have, through all my experience with my newsletter that I've going past 3 years on LinkedIn now with, that opened me up more and more to writing. And I have been launching my fiction stories on Substack. And I'm very proud to say that I've got some paid subscribers that are paying to read my stuff. So yeah, it's time for more growth on my end and time for me to be uh, not afraid to be the new person.
Open the floor up and is there any farewell or message you'd like to leave for any of the folks you touched through being coworkers, other facilitators, members of your group, anybody associated with eForever?
Well, I'm very proud of the work that reached people that normally wouldn't have support. Uh, Walking door to door in Braddock and knocking on every storefront, walking around neighborhoods and saying, "Hey, come to the library and let's get this first meeting started." And watching their eyes light up when they got something. Uh, that was amazing to be a part of that. Uh, the other facilitators, the nice part was we traded tips and tricks. So in a way, we were able to expand the good things that helped our groups. We shared them to other groups as well. And the people in the groups specifically, they fought fear. They fought limitations. They fought through past judgments on themselves of that they would never go past X. Um, I like to say in Pittsburgh, we're born running blue collar software, and it doesn't prepare you to be an entrepreneur. So it takes an extra little bit of courage to take that step. And yeah, I salute the courage that it took and the risk that they took on. And when I see them paying themselves or hiring a part-time employee or investing in themselves by getting a bookkeeper, that's good stuff right there.
Great.
And I want them to keep doing it.
Keep on keeping on. Well, we will miss you, Terry, and we wish you luck with your writing and your travels, and stay part of our family and our community, please.
Will do. I think
Thank
there's will be some meetings that they can't stop me from popping in to say, hey.
Hold on one second. All right.